You promise yourself that tonight will be different. Dinner is over, your stomach feels full, and you walk away from the table feeling completely satisfied. But as the night gets quieter, an unexpected urge appears. Suddenly, your mind starts thinking about cookies, chips, chocolate, or whatever snack is hiding in the kitchen. The strange part is that you are not truly hungry, yet the craving feels impossible to ignore. So why does this happen almost every night? Is it a lack of self-control, or is your brain secretly pushing you toward food? The answer may surprise you. The pattern is almost always the same. You finish dinner feeling satisfied and tell yourself the kitchen is closed for the night. But an hour later, you are already searching the cupboards for something sweet or salty. It starts with just one bite, yet somehow the whole packet disappears. Then comes the guilt and the same question: why do I only lose control at night? The surprising truth is that this isn't simply about willpower. As the evening goes on, your brain begins to change the way it responds to food, making cravings feel stronger, louder, and much harder to ignore. So, what changes between dinner and bedtime? The answer isn't in your stomach, it's in your brain. After a long day of making decisions, solving problems, and resisting temptations, your brain becomes mentally tired. And a tired brain doesn't look for discipline, it looks for reward. That's why the thought of chips or chocolate suddenly feels impossible to ignore. Your brain starts chasing the fastest source of pleasure, even when your body doesn't need more food. In that moment, you're not eating because you're hungry, you're eating because your brain is asking for a reward. Here's the strangest part. When your night craving begins, your brain never says, "Go eat an apple." It almost always wants chocolate, chips, cookies, pizza, or ice cream. Why? Because your brain already knows which foods can deliver the biggest reward in the shortest time. The first bite feels amazing, and for a few moments, the craving disappears. But then something unexpected happens. It comes back even stronger. So you take another bite, and then another. Before you even realize it, the entire packet is gone. It feels like you lost control, but your brain was simply chasing the same quick burst of pleasure again and again. And this cycle is exactly what makes late-night cravings so difficult to escape. The craving didn't suddenly appear. It had been building all day. Maybe you skipped breakfast, rushed through lunch, dealt with endless stress, or barely had time to relax. By night, your brain has had enough. Then one small trigger, a food ad, the sound of a snack bag opening, or simply sitting alone with your phone, is enough to wake the craving. In seconds, your mind starts thinking about food, even though your stomach isn't asking for it. That's the shocking part. Most night cravings don't begin in your stomach. They begin with hidden signals inside your brain, long before you ever open the fridge. So, can you actually stop these night cravings? Yes, but not by using more willpower. The biggest mistake people make is trying to fight their brain. Instead, learn to outsmart it. The moment a craving hits, don't act immediately. Wait for just 60 seconds. You'll be surprised how often the urge begins to fade. Then ask yourself, is my stomach asking for food, or is my brain asking for a reward? That simple pause breaks the automatic cycle. Over time, your brain learns that every craving doesn't deserve a response. And once that happens, the control you thought you had lost slowly starts coming back. Here's the truth that most people never hear. Your biggest battle isn't with food, it's with the way your brain has been trained. Every late-night craving you give in to strengthens the same brain pathway, making the next craving even harder to resist. But the opposite is also true. Every time you pause, even for a moment, you begin to weaken that old habit and build a new one. Your brain is always learning from what you repeat. That means you're not trapped in this cycle forever. Night cravings are not proof that you're weak, they're proof that your brain has learned a pattern. And the moment you change that pattern, your brain starts changing with you. Tonight, when that craving knocks on your door, don't ask, "Why am I so weak?" Instead, ask, "What is my brain trying to tell me?" That one question can change everything. Night cravings are not your enemy. They're a signal that your brain has learned a habit. And the best part? Habits can be rewritten. Every time you choose to pause instead of reacting, you take back a little more control. If you want to understand how your brain really works around food, make sure to subscribe, because we're just getting started.